Other people's opinions about you are none of your business. Because you may have heard this expression before. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one and they all stink. So let people's opinions sit where they are. And you can hear them. You can even acknowledge them. But when you let other people's opinions put fences around you and define who you are and what you can do, you condemn yourself to a life of smallness. Hello and good morning, Gen X fam, and all those who want to learn from our wisdom. Welcome back. You know, I was giving some thought over the weekend to the experiences that we have over the course of our life and how those experiences play into the fears that we may have around money. And those fears actually come from wounds, literal wounds that are created when we experience things related to money. I'll give you an example. You may not even be aware of it, but someone who's in a car and either gets T-boned or rear-ended by someone, they might experience that sudden jolt. And then they get out of the car, they walk around, they think that everything's fine. And so, they just go on about their day, unaware that something is going on inside. And then maybe a day later, a few days later, they start to feel that pain in the neck or that pain in the back. And that's because something unseen to them under the skin has damaged them, has wounded them, and it could lead to lifelong problems, which is where you get injury lawyers from. They thrive on that sort of thing. Some of them are bottom feeders, but some of them protect us actually from the damaging long-term effects of just an event that happened one time. And money wounds come from events like that. So today what I want to talk about is a few of those money wounds that can actually just live inside you and cause you to have a toxic relationship with money. So I'm going to cover a few of them. I'm going to cover 5, in fact. And the first one I want to start with is being taught that money is hard. And we all love our parents. They did the best they could with us. But unbeknownst to them at the time, because of their proficiency and their experience with money, they may have taught us that money is actually hard. Now, what do I mean by that? Money, when you talk about it, there's a language that you use around it. You may have heard your parents say, "Oh, I work so hard and I hardly can get ahead." You sitting on the floor, you playing with your toys, and you're not really thinking too much about what they said. But if you hear that over and over and over again, you realize that money is hard. I remember growing up, this one particular instance where we went grocery shopping, and my father, of course, he paid cash like everybody did back then. And it came time, the cashier had rung up everything at the register, came time to pay. I saw my father open up his wallet, and the amount that she said, it was somewhere around, you know what, I don't know, let me not say. But whatever the amount was, it was everything that my father had in his wallet.